was a time on my channel where instead of me constantly wearing my beanie, I would wear Janus's bowler hat. For whatever fucking reason, I was just really into that. Right now, maybe not so much, which is weird. Okay, we're gonna look like this for the intro. Okay, okay. Maybe if I had some kooky makeup on, this would be a character. Looks a little weirder than usual. Today I'm going to finally continue my SandersSides Freckles series. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I'm still figuring out my background setup and lighting and everything else, so haven't even edited the other makeup video, so I don't even know if this looks good. Usually if I think it looks shit in camera, it usually looks better when I edit. I practiced Janus's makeup like I think almost immediately after I did Virgil's makeup, and that was a year ago. I did not think it was that long. It was exactly a year ago. Oh my god, because today's the 13th and I practiced it on the 12th. Oh my god. When I remember me practicing it, I'm like, wow, this turned out, this is practice, because kind of I do a little crappily when I practice it, because I'm not doing it for realsies. I was like, wow, okay, this is a lot better, because I was really concerned about Janus. Now since it's been so long, I'm a little bit more concerned again. I originally started the series like wearing a brown wig, cause I'm like, ooh, because Tom says brown hair. And then when I got to Virgil, I'm like, no, screw this, I'm gonna wear my beanie. I might end up wearing my beanie again because this bowler hat thing, it's not working like it used to. I'm not really feeling it that much. Yellow is definitely a color that if you have darker skin, it definitely works a lot better. Since it's such a light color, if you're pasty like yours truly, it's can kind of work, kind of depends. You really have to be careful with it or else it's gonna look really shitty. Also, if you can't tell, I am also wearing cat eye contacts. I finally got some of these and I haven't had a chance to really wear them at all. I forgot why I got these. I think they were just for Janus, but clearly Janus is not the one I normally do anyways. When you wear contacts like these that have a particular shape to them, the contacts, when you blink, it does move around. So I'm gonna end up going from, sorry if you don't like eye touching, by the way, I'm gonna end up going from cat eyes to like goat eyes or like that. And then it's gonna move around a lot in this video. One issue I always had with Janus was I couldn't, like with a lot of things I've done for him, which, you know, again, frustrates me because he's my favorite character of, you know, the SandersSides fandom. And I could never think of any symbols for him. It was just so incredibly difficult. Everyone else was so easy and he was the hardest. So we're gonna have like slight, it's basically yellow Riddler, yellow snake Riddler vibes. That's what we're going for. So eyebrows. As you can see, I have none. I've kind of given up on trying to draw realistic eyebrows. I mean, there are some days where I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And it kind of works out, but more often than not, it does not. So we have eyebrow tattoos, especially for SandersSides. I just prefer these guys. Not the right shape that I want, but these are definitely like angry looking eyebrows that you can't really wear alone. You need to have like a full beat on, in my opinion, or they just look really weird and a lot more angry than I need to. But they're basically like, well, not basically, they are like temporary tattoos. That's one thing I forgot to say. So these like little theatrical makeup things are all inspired by Pompberry. She's done plenty of like theatrical looking freckles for like holidays and such before, and so that's kind of where I got the idea. Of course, hers is a lot better than mine, but this is just a fun little thing and it adds to the SandersSides content that I clearly have not been very good at doing as of late. And basically what I try to do is you can kind of see the shadow of where my eyebrows should be, and so I try to line it up to that. It's slightly sticky, so I kind of just try to keep it right there and line it up to the other one, or I try to make them match. Real talk, there are plenty of temporary eyebrow tattoos now on the market. Or at least if you go on Amazon and type in temporary eyebrow tattoos, like a bunch pop up. When is someone going to make colored temporary eyebrow tattoos? Because yeah, these are great and it's cool because sometimes you can put on, you know, the base of a temporary tattoo and then color over it with like the matching hair color you have. But I'm tired of doing that. When can I just have green eyebrows or yellow eyebrows or something like that? Why are they all just brown? I want a little more variety. And they do look really nice, really natural, other than they're slightly shiny. What you can do is put on a matte primer over them, but I still find that they still are pretty shiny. Wet n Wild palette. I remember when I did Romans, it looked like a sunburn. We're gonna do this bright yellow. That's gonna go everywhere. Oh my god. I will have to like touch up my eyebrows for sure. Yeah, because I want them to be darker because I did get powder on them. Hopefully you can see it in the camera. I can see it in person really well, but because I have snake scales, I have a little top hat, I have a snake eye, I have a question mark, and I have skulls, and I also have little stars. I know that the rest of these were like, you know, actual like freckle-like things, but again, because I'm having so much trouble thinking of like ideas for deceit, I think what I might do is just kind of keep my little question mark thing right here. I just don't really, I cannot tell you how much I can't stand that every time I make something for Janus, it like never is really up to my standards. Again, I know I mentioned this when I did his jacket video, because he's my favorite character. I think I have such high standards for him that nothing I ever do is good enough. It's gonna be less freckly, but again, I guess the stars and the scales will kind of mimic freckles because it's kind of filling in a lot of space. And it's just gonna be some nice makeup. I think I'm going to line my lips because I'm excited. I want to keep my lips black and I just want to get that out of the way. So I don't have black lipsticks, I'm going to use eyeliner, and because I like whenever I wear dark lipsticks to be nice and crisp, I'm going to line it with some water activated face paint. Alright, so I originally decided to do like a sort of cut crease with this look. You know, I'll definitely add to it considering I have decided not to go that crazy with the freckles. So, just so much yellow. I need to finish up other eyeshadow stuff, but I need to map out where it's gonna be. Going slightly above my natural crease. Now since I know where that's gonna be, I'm gonna kind of start finishing up my eyeshadow. It seems I added a bit of gold. It says gold right here, but gold, it's just slightly different. Like gold is yellow. Shiny yellow, but it's not really working out originally, and I feel like I kind of felt that when I originally did this. Yeah, I did two different eyes with testing out different shimmery yellows, and I'm pretty sure it was Yellow Diamond in this palette still that worked for this look. So I'm gonna take some glitter glue. Glitter glue really helps when dealing with shimmery eyeshadows. I actually prefer it more so for this than actual glitter. And again, I don't really touch glitter that often. I actually just got rid of all my glitter and used it for a craft project. Because, and I know I repeat myself, I am like a bird and I see something shiny and I want it, but then I never touch that shiny thing ever again once I have it. I like to lay down most of the color with a brush, and then to really get the shine, it's best to like add some more shadow with your finger and kind of rub it. It really helps. Now for the hard part is I made the outer part of the cut crease black. Trying to blend in this very shimmery light yellow with black is quite difficult, so wish me luck. I think to really help make the black stand out is gonna take more of that water activated face paint, because I really should be using it more often. Kind of filling it in once I get closer to, or not touching the shimmery yellow, but getting close. I'm gonna take a bigger brush and start tapping it to blend the colors together. I'm going to set it and darken the black paint with some black eyeshadow, and then again slowly blend in the shimmery yellow to the black, trying also not to get a bunch of black fallout on my face. Okay, now I'm going to take some of that shimmery yellow again and slightly put that over the black area. I'm just going to stick with my finger again and just tap. It's not going to be perfect because again you're dealing with black, but you know, if it's slightly there, it's not a super harsh line. In my original look, I added red to my waterline to kind of mimic the his snake side, but I don't really want to do that anymore. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the eye area with some mascara and some false eyelashes. Actually, before I do the false eyelashes, I should touch up the eyebrows, which I'm just gonna do, I think, with some brown and black water activated face paint. I'm just gonna add a few more strokes in there to not make them as light. And then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna finish up everything else. All right, it's actually looking a lot better. Okay, I was really afraid for these contacts, but it seems to be working out. I also put a little bit of highlighter in the corner before I finished everything up, and put a little bit of black eyeshadow on the waterline as well too, to slightly smoke it out, not too much. But I'm gonna finish up highlighting the rest of my face for highlighter. Again, kind of just using colored eyeshadow, shimmer eyeshadow, because I still really enjoy colored highlighter. Holy crap, that is pretty intense. Just kind of putting it everywhere. Hopefully this will be, I mean, it's darker than the eyeshadow I used, but it's not that dark. I mean, yellow is kind of like, there's not too many variations of yellow that's like, unless I want to do super light yellow, but I'm pasty, so that wouldn't really work out. So I have the stencil from Badass Stencils, and I'm just going to dab. Actually, I might redo my highlight on the scale part. You can, well, hopefully you can slightly see that everything was working out, and I don't want to darken up the yellow too much, because there's not really, I mean, you can darken up with orange, but then I don't want the scales to be like really orange. So I'm kind of in a bind here. I guess you can make a mustard color with some brown, but okay, so mixing it with brown kind of makes a nice darker yellow. I want more yellow. All right, let's see if I mess it up. All right, you can see that a lot better. Okay. Woohoo. I kind of did it. Shit. Fuck. Oh no. Here, I got some paint down here. That's awesome. That's what I get for not wiping off this thing every time. Okay, I have that, but now I need to fix, I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna fix that. Or we can edit it out in the pictures because I don't know. Because I deal with like all matte face. Like I don't really stick with the cream. And I could, well, I could like use some foundation or concealer, but I know it's just gonna completely mess it up. So my best bet is when I take the pictures, I will just edit that out. So please ignore it. We're gonna draw on the little question mark. It's gonna look backwards probably in camera because I can't do it the other way, so pretend it's normal. Okay, honestly, now since I have makeup on, the bowler hat doesn't look that terrible, but it still does feel weird since I don't really wear it that much anymore. Okay, honestly, that's not that terrible. Especially with, oh my gosh, whenever I do makeup, my hands get so dry. That's, other than the mess up I have right here, which again, hopefully you can't see that well on camera, it actually, not that bad. I was expecting worse. I mean, clearly with the bowler hat too, it definitely reads more deceit as well. But I think it turned out actually pretty good. Again, I'm still trying to get into the, like I mentioned in the last video, still trying to get into the routine of wearing makeup on at least a semi-regular basis. But what we have right here, I think turned out still pretty decent. So let's get a close-up of what we have here. Again, please ignore my little mistake. I keep saying yellow isn't my color, but again, every time I do like yellow makeup, I'm like, all right, I can at least vibe with the yellow makeup, maybe not yellow clothes, but I don't know. Again, I'm happy with how it turned out. Again, whenever Remus happens, which I promise it will not take a year, I again can't wait for his. I definitely, okay, we're gonna go really busy and really crazy. I want to add a mustache, like a really kind of a drag king mustache. So it's gonna be really exaggerated. Really gonna stick with like the greens. I can't wait for that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all next time.